What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to From the Crypt. I'm your boy Derek, and today I want to talk about Hard Eyes, directed by Josh Rubin. Now, this movie was released in theaters the week before Valentine's Day this year, and it just dropped on VOD on the 4th of March. So, I wasn't able to hit the theater, had stuff going on, life, it's crazy. And I definitely wanted to catch this one when it came out because it piqued my interest. I'm a slasher fan after all. So I am going to be talking some spoilers for the movie. If you have not seen it, now's your chance to turn away. And super quick plot synopsis. A serial killer hunts down couples on Valentine's Day. That's pretty to the point. Who is in Hard Eyes? Well, we have Olivia Holt as Abby, Mason Gooding as Jay, which many will recognize him from Scream 5 and 6. Should have been dead in 6. And Jordana Brewster as Detective Shaw, and Devon Sawa as Detective Hobbs. And before you even say anything, yes, that is a joke in the movie. And it does not land at all. At least in my mind. But we're not talking about what's bad. Let's talk about what's good about Hard Eyes, because there is some good. I dug the opening of the movie with the Instagram-esque couple. I don't know. Just snotty rich kids playing Lone Star in the background. That shit took me right back to 6th grade, let me tell you. But having to redo the proposal because the photographer the light was messed up. Absolutely. I'm not saying it was stupid. They were stupid, which made their deaths, which did happen, awesome. And the kills were solid throughout the movie, not just the opening. There were some that was really? Okay, that's just kind of another tally for the body count. But some of the kills in this movie were very, very solid. There was more comedy in this movie than what I thought, because I did not fully realize that Christopher Landon was a part of this movie. He was one of the writers. Now, he has done Freaky, Time Cut, and Happy Death Day. So, just so everybody is fully aware. There was more comedy in this movie than what I thought there was going to be, because one of the scenes involved the chick, first off, the dude from Scream 6 comes over, her apartment's a mess, and then he comes into her room, and, she's got a big honking dildo on the table, and she kind of sneaks away and is going to throw it in the closet, but then when she opens the closet and Hard Eyes Killer is there, she just chucks the dildo right at his head, and then, it turns on, that I did get a genuine good laugh out of. But speaking of the Hard Eyes Killer, or HEK as they call him in the movie, he has a very solid, very unique look. It's not a 10 out of 10 by any means, but his look, I'd give it an 8. 7.5 at the absolute lowest. He looks cool, especially with the heart eyes. Come on. As I said, there was some solid humor in the movie. I'm having a hard time remembering exactly specific things other than the dildo. I thought that was the funniest thing in the movie. But there was moments that I was genuinely laughing and not just oh my God, this is freaking awful. But it actually made me laugh. So, what is bad about Hard Eyes? Okay. I hated the killer reveal. I really did. I don't know. It didn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense to me. And in a slasher, especially in a whodunit, you've got to pack that punch. This movie did not pack that punch during the killer reveal. So that alone loses it points in my mind. If it's that's kind of stupid. And it was definitely a whole hell of a lot of stupid. Now, I'm going to deter from my notes here for a second, because this movie felt like it was either written as a rom-com or a comedy horror. And one of the genres had to be kind of put in there for it to make sense, because this movie has a lot of similarities that bad rom-coms will have. But then also it has a lot of similar horror elements. So I don't know. This shouldn't have been a 3-genre, a rom-com horror, because that's basically what this is. 2, horror comedy would have worked, or a romantic horror movie would have worked. But I don't know. Something just felt forced in the movie to me. And ultimately that kind of, if it took me out, like, God, I have seen, that is just a cliche at this point. Like, not even for a horror movie, but for a rom-com. Like, just no. Hard pass. So I don't know. Something was off with it for me. Lastly, and this isn't necessarily something that was wrong in the movie, but I do have a concern with Christopher Landon. Now, as I previously stated, I loved Freaky, and I loved Happy Death Day. And Happy Death Day to You was pretty good, too, despite a lot of people not really liking it. I thought it was good. Time Cut, on the other hand, I did a review on that. And watch that review. You'll know exactly, like, what I'm talking about when... And then saying with this, I'll spoil it, whatever, it's a spoiler. I did not like Time Cut. And I did not really care for this movie either. So I'm worried that about Christopher Landon's involvement with these movies. If he's just lost what made those first couple really, really good, and now it's just a by the numbers thing, I don't know, but I'm worried about that. I will never wish that he makes a bad movie. I want him to get back to the levels, like, because Freaky's freaking hilarious and just awesome. Like, he nails the horror comedy aspect perfectly. And Time Cut was a miss, and this one was, I would say, like 75% of a miss as well. But let's just move on to rewatch, buy, and review. So, would I rewatch this? I think I actually will, to give it one more go and see if it clicks differently. Obviously, I'm not going to watch it anytime soon. Next year, possibly, give it a rewatch around Valentine's Day, see what happens. Would I buy it? This would be like a $5 bargain bin Blu-ray if I bought it. If I went into Disc Replay and it was on sale for cheap, I'd probably buy it. But other than that, I ain't paying $30 for a 4K of it. What score would I give it? I'm going to give this a 5.5. It had some elements that was really, really good about it. I can't talk today, and I got to do a lot of talking. But something just, I don't know, something just wasn't clicking in this movie for me. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to give it another watch later on down the road. If my opinion drastically changes, I will make sure to update my review, but only time will tell. And that will do it, guys, for Hard Eyes. So make sure to drop your thoughts down below. I want to know. Did you like it? Did you get it? Am I wrong? Did you hate it? Let's talk about all of it for all I care. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed yourself today and had fun with me, because as per usual, I had fun with you guys. And also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. I know I would greatly appreciate it. But until next time, you guys have a good one.